Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order! Arms! Left! Right!
Thank you to our honor guard and the pipes and drums. You may be seated. Thank you. Well, a pretty good looking group over here. It's an exciting day. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chris Carbon, the Fire Chief with the City of Madison Fire Department. It is my distinct pleasure and honor to welcome all of you here with us today as we celebrate the graduation ceremony for Recruit Class 63. Undoubtedly, as it always is, this is absolutely one of the best days of the year. A celebration and a day many in this room, like many of us before them, will remember forever. We're truly honored to be together today with all of you who hold such an important part in the lives and in the pathway for these recruits to join us here today. The Madison Fire Department is an extraordinary organization. It is so because of all the people who make up the collective membership and because of the great work that's done every day. Each of us who have the opportunity to be our own small part, we understand exactly how lucky we are to have each other and how lucky we are to have the privilege of providing this service. As we work our way through the upcoming ceremony this afternoon, I would ask each of you to please reflect on the significance of the dedication and the commitment of these 21 individuals up here today that we look to celebrate. And please also reflect upon the significance of the oath that they're about to take and the formal declaration and the promise that stands behind those words. Class 63, this graduation day is yours together, and you have earned it together. Enjoy and embrace all that is to come. As we prepare to honor and recognize the hard work of this class, it's imperative that we pause to thank the rest of the colleagues throughout the department who have made this happen. As with so many things throughout the fire service, there truly is nothing that happens alone. It's the team that we look to, and it's the team that provides the success. In that regard, I'd like to thank the mayor and her staff, the city council and the alders, the members of the Police and Fire Commission, many of whom are all here today to join us. Thank you. For all of the collaborative agencies throughout the city that we work with day in and day out, Police Chief John Patterson and many others, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for your support and welcome. Our administrative team, truly the unsung heroes behind every critical task that happens on this fire department. Denise, Heidi, Brent, Dawn, Andrea, Erica, Jessica, Aaron, Tony, Chris, and Cynthia. You truly are the cogs behind all the wheels that we put into action. Your contributions literally made this class happen. We couldn't have done it without you, and it would not have happened without you. Thank you for what you do day in and day out. To the leadership team, I'll keep it simple. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for your thoughtful and genuine investment in this organization. Having a particularly heavy investment in the Academy, I would like to specifically recognize Division Chiefs Tim Gorzalski and Dan Williams with fire and EMS training respectively. Eric Shabilsky, our EMS coordinator, equally invested in all the planning and success of this academy. Thank you all. As we're here at the Lighthouse at True Stage, I would very much like to thank Teresa and all of her team for their support of this event today, for sharing their space with us, welcoming us here, and being such amazing hosts. Thank you very, very much. The Academy training staff, as they should be, will be recognized in a few moments throughout the program. However, there's no way that I can stand up here and kick off this celebration tonight without at least a little bit of my own recognition. From Captain Olson and all of his leadership, effort, and dedication, to each of the individual training officers with that same level of effort, investment, and dedication. Thanks to each of you. You've all changed your work schedules. You've had plans upended at home and changed many more things to invest the last number of weeks for the success of this recruit class. You've done a tremendous job. I could go on for a long time. You probably don't want to hear it, and I'll cut it short. But thanks to each of you for sharing your time, for investing yourselves in this class and in this department. So again, welcome to the graduation. It's going to be a great time. I'd like to introduce Training Officer Cam Gassaway.
Thank you, Chief Carbon. It's my pleasure to introduce the Recruit Class Coordinator. Captain Bradley Olson is the most senior member of the Madison Fire Department with 35 years of service. During his career, Captain Olson has held the positions of firefighter, paramedic, apparatus engineer, lieutenant, fire investigator, captain of fire investigation, and most recently, captain of fire training. Most people in the twilight of their careers choose to wind down, not Captain Olson. He joined the Fire Training Division during the last 5 years of his career, a position that is arguably one of the most time and labor-intensive positions on the fire department. During his time in training, Captain Olson was responsible for ongoing training of the entire department. In addition, he took on several projects, including running 2 recruit classes, both 62 and 63, acquiring personal thermal imagers for every riding position on our frontline apparatus, creating a new spec for our turnout gear, and new air packs, just to name a few. All these products and training were above and beyond his regular duties, and not only did these projects require an incredible amount of time and effort, but Captain Olson knew that he was working on projects that would not benefit himself, but instead benefit the members of the Madison Fire Department, current and future. Please join me in a round of applause for Captain Brad Olson as we celebrate his accomplishments over a 35-year career on this, his final day with the Madison Fire Department.
Thank you much. Please have a seat. Thank you, Cam. Very much appreciated, and good evening to you all. It's been my profound honor and privilege to have been in this role preparing these recruits as they step forward to serve the City of Madison Fire Department. Standing before you tonight, I'm reminded of the dedication, the courage, commitment, and that define this profession, and I am proud to witness those qualities developed in each one of them. On January 5th, 2026, we first met. Recruits arrived as individuals from different walks of life, each carrying their own story. Today, they stand before us not as strangers, but as brothers and sisters of the Madison Fire Department. Over the past 14 weeks, they have trained with unwavering dedication at Madison College, earning their EMT certification, licensures, Firefighter 1, Firefighter 2 certifications, as well as hazmat awareness credentials. Their transformation has been remarkable, and their commitment to this calling reflects the highest ideals of our profession. We would like to extend our sincere appreciation to the Madison College Protective Services leadership, to their EMS, Lisa Bolent, who's present with us tonight, their lead EMS instructor, Chief Hageman, who was their lead firefighter 1 instructor, and soon to be Lieutenant Miguel Salinas, their firefighter 2 instructor. Together, their dedication for Class 63 helped build a strong foundation upon which they will grow. So thank you all very much. So upon completing their coursework at MATC, they entered the 8-week Madison Fire Department Training Academy, not knowing what to expect, not knowing what to do, and they were engaged in our mission and our core values, the foundational principles and practices of firefighting and EMS. Throughout this academy, work to instill not only skills required for the job, but character, discipline, sense of duty that define the Madison Fire Department. Becoming a firefighter is no simple undertaking, as the recruits, their families, and every member in uniform can attest to. The physical demands are evident, but equally important is the mental resolve. The willingness to answer the call at any hour, under any circumstance, with unwavering commitment. To the family and friends who supported you throughout this academy, thank you. Your love, support, encouragement, and strength over these past 161 days, I'm sure someone kept track how many days it was, how many days till graduation, made an enormous difference. You are part of our family now. You have just as much dedication into the fire service as every one of these members here before you. I believe it wasn't always easy. The missed dinners, the bedtime stories left unread, the to-do lists that mysteriously got never shorter but probably longer. But your support has paid off. You've earned this accomplishment right alongside them. Throughout their journey, the Fire and EMS Academy training officers devoted more than 300 hours to prepare these recruits to serve the city of Madison. We stood with them every step of the way, challenging them, supporting them every step of the way. On occasion, they might get knocked down. We lifted them back up as a group. This cadre of dedicated instructors made the success of Recruit Class 63 their mission, and their impact is reflected in the strength, discipline, and professionalism of the graduates before us today. To the families, thank you for your unwavering support. I have had the distinct pleasure of working with well-versed and skilled instructor cadre to develop and deliver phenomenal training. To rise to every challenge has truly been inspiring. And for those to-do lists for the instructor side, they can officially resume tomorrow morning or maybe the afternoon, it just depends. I'm honored to present the Madison Fire Department EMS, Fire and EMS training, and I'm going to list each of the training officers who participated. Division Chief Tim Grozalski, who was our Division Chief of Fire Training, Lieutenant Paul Britton, Lieutenant Mark Miller, Lieutenant Jake Keene, Lieutenant Phil Russetti, Lieutenant Jared Tennant, Lieutenant Dan Verhagen, Lieutenant Will Yackel, Firefighter Paramedic Mike Lothy, Firefighter Paramedic Joe Perillo, and Firefighter Cam Gasway. On the EMS side of the house, Division Chief Dan Williams, who's the supervisor of the EMS division, he and EMS Coordinator Eric Shabilsky, and for those in law enforcement, we'll use common spelling for that last name, I will add. You'll see it in the program, I think, maybe. Training Officer Paramedic Bryce Powell, Training Officer Paramedic Matt Schabert, Training Officer Paramedic Julie Griesmeyer, Firefighter Paramedic 2 Dave Calkins, Firefighter Paramedic 2 Amanda Engelhart, Firefighter Paramedic 2 John Frank, Firefighter Paramedic 2 Chris Hubert, Firefighter Paramedic 2 Rich Kincaid, Firefighter Paramedic 2 Paul Texador, Firefighter Paramedic 2 Carolyn Trilling, Firefighter Paramedic 2 Brandon Troya, Firefighter Paramedic Heather Sieber, and Firefighter Paramedic Dontrell McIntyre. All of these instructors devoted time, energy, and resources to present to you today as soon-to-be firefighters with the City of Madison. Please give them a round of applause for all of their hard work and dedication.
Thank you, Captain Olson. The City of Madison recognizes the vital importance of its protective services and continues to invest in the resources necessary to safeguard our community. On behalf of Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway, I'd like to introduce Deputy Mayor Ruben Sano.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. The mayor did want to be here. She actually called me in the car on the way over, so I wrote the speech, but I don't have the speech, so I get to just say congratulations to everybody. Like I said, I'm deputy mayor for the city of Madison for public safety, and I want to say you guys make my job a lot easier. No one ever emails us to complain about EMS or fire saving their lives or their homes, and that is rare in Madison. People have opinions on things, but you guys, you guys are the positive force in my email inbox. So I know the mayor wants you to know to count on Team City. You're not just part of this family, you're part of the entire city of Madison that can be supportive. I've seen a lot of great things come out of Madison Fire, working with other departments. Madison Cares is one of those, working with the county and Journey Mental Health and us in the mayor's office. And I think there's a lot of other amazing things that you all will do in your very exciting career. So congratulations, and like I said, thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Sano. The Police and Fire Commission holds the responsibility for overseeing the hiring, promotions, discipline, and separation of police and fire personnel within the City of Madison. It is my honor to now introduce Mary Schaaf, President of the Police and Fire Commission.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Police and Fire Commission, of Commissioners Kevin Gunlock, Azure Fudge Hart, Veronica Figueroa Velez, and Martha Vukelik Austin, who is here with us tonight, we want to say congratulations to you. You have trained and studied and risen to the skill level to be commissioned as a firefighter EMT for the City of Madison. I would ask you to join me as well in taking a moment to thank our incredible training team. They had a lot of notice here with the chief's comments and that, but we do recognize the sheer quality of the training that you get here, and we think it's a step above. And we think our training staff is exceptional. So with that, we want to thank you. We know that you have the tactical fire skills and medical skills to be awesome first responders. Thank you for that, and thank you to our training team. I'll give a special call out to you too, Brad. Congratulations. Or Captain Olson. So it's important to remember that while you've proven your proficiency in these entry-level skills, that it takes a career of time, experiences, and continued training to reach the full potential of your chosen profession. We do thank you for willing to take this journey and serve in this role. While the training is really important, the real experience is where you will learn the most. That experience in the field where you learn and practice the nuances of dealing with the public. You're going to be dealing with people who are in the middle of duress, in critical situations, and under a lot of stress. It will call on you and your ability to find your compassion and kindness for all and deliver those services at a time without any judgment. It's important to note here that the people that you impact will go well beyond the patient and the medical issue or the people that are suffering because they're losing their house to a fire. How you choose to engage with them is going to make a big difference. So you can either come in with this very task-focused, professional, get out of my way kind of attitude, or you can show some compassion. You can still do that while you're being a professional, and that's really what we're asking you to do. Understand that the people that you serve are people under stress, and they're suffering and they need your help. How you treat people and how you make them feel, that will be the foundation of the stories that are shared of your service with families and friends. It will come to define who you are as a person, and it reflects greatly on the department as a whole. We ask that you always choose kindness. We understand that it's not always easy. You'll be called out in the middle of the night for calls that seem to be a nuisance to you, or you may not even get to sleep. You may just be running call to call. How your actions will be important because it will be how people feel about it that matters. And the reason I say this and I repeat it is my family's had their stories of interactions with EMS and fire services. And while those are predominantly very, very positive, the support my dad felt when my mom had a heart attack, the kindness and support from my young nephew when he was alone with my dad who fell, struck his face on the pavement and was bleeding and couldn't get up, those paramedics that responded and the kindness and compassion they showed made that whole situation so much better. It is this kind of professional service that was the foundation for the stories that get told in my family, to my friends, and get shared. It's that lasting impression. The details get blurry, but the lasting impression stays. So as your journey begins, what story will be told of your service? You get to choose it every instant. Find the courage to always be kind, and thank you again for your service.
Thank you, President Schaaf. The leadership of our IAFF Local 311 works to advance equitable working conditions, support its membership, and collaborate with department leadership to ensure we provide the highest standard of care to our community. Please welcome the President of Firefighters Local 311, Malin Mitchell.
Good afternoon. You're supposed to say good afternoon back. Let's try it again. Good afternoon. There we go. My name is Malin Mitchell. I am president of Firefighters Local 311, also a proud member of the MFD for 29 years. And on behalf of Vice President Sherry, Secretary Treasurer Friedrichs, and our 570 plus members of 311, I want to thank you all for coming. I want to make sure that we give a big congrats to all of you. I had the pleasure of talking to the recruits on their first day on the job, right after Chief Carbon did. Who do you guys think did better, me or Chief Carbon? He gave me a wink, you're fired. Just kidding. But and I also had a distinct pleasure of swearing them in just last week at our union meeting. So they're all great members of Local 311. They're going to do great things. I want to thank the families. Thank you for giving us your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, and devoting them to the MFD. So this is like, as recruits, this is like your 21st birthday, where you always remember it, but you'll never get it back. So enjoy it for sure. Thanks you to all the training staff. Captain Olson, congratulations on your retirement. Now that you retire, I actually move up one step higher in seniority. So that's more overtimes, thank you. But I like to, normally I tell a story. Some may say a joke because these things to me are kind of boring. Congratulations, though, but they're still kind of, sometimes they seem like a funeral. And this place is really nice. This is my first time in here, I think, but I have a story, a feel-good story, because when a time right now in our lives with all the things going on in the world, it's always good to have something that we can think of in a positive fashion. So here it is. My buddy, who just recently retired from the post office, his job at the post office was to look at unreadable mail, so mail that came in an envelope and it was hard to read. So one day, the letter came, it was addressed in a shaky handwriting to God with no actual address. He thought he opened it and see what it's all about. The letter read this: Dear God, I'm an 83-year-old widow living on a very small pension. Yesterday, someone stole my purse. It had $100 in it, which was all the money I had until my next pension payment. Next Monday is Labor Day, and I had invited 2 of my friends over for dinner. Without that money, I have nothing to buy food with. I have no family to turn to, and you are my only hope. Can you please help me? Sincerely, Edna. So my buddy was touched by the letter. So he showed the letter to all the other workers at the post office. Each one dug into their wallets and came up with a few dollars. By the time he was done and he made the rounds, he came up with $96, which they put into an envelope and they sent to the woman, Edna. The rest of the day, all the workers were feeling good. They felt warm and fuzzy inside because they know they helped someone. They were thinking about the dinner that Edna was going to have with her friends. So Labor Day came and went, and a few days later, another letter showed up. It came from the same elderly lady to God. All the workers gathered together to read the letter while it was opened, and it read this: Dear God, how can I ever thank you for what you did for me? Because of your gift of love, I was able to fix a glorious dinner for my friends. We had a very nice day, and I told my friends of your wonderful gift. P.S. By the way, there were $4 missing. I think it might be those bastards at the post office. Sincerely, Edna. See, that was a joke. That's not real. How was that one, Chief? All right? All right, so now let's get into it. Again, congratulations on meeting expectations and what the department asked for you to do and being here and graduating. They roll out the red carpet for you. That's great. You're here at True Stage, which is an unbelievable facility. It's like trying to get in Fort Knox to get in here. You get strawberry water infused. My graduation, when I graduated 29 years ago, was at the bay in the garage of station number 8. So we've come a long way, and I'm not bitter about that. But as firefighters, we always take care of each other. We have words like EGH, which means everyone goes home. Or you go, we go, because we're a family. Many ask what this job is about. For me, what I always say is that this job is about 2 things: responsibility, and it's about people. It's about the people that we serve with and the brothers and sisters you're going to meet in the stations that you go to. It's about the community that we serve and the folks in Madison that we respond to, and they depend on us to help them. It's also about the people at home, your families. To me, this is the best job in the world. And I believe, I'm biased, but you're on one of the best departments in the world. But make no mistake that this job is serious. We respond to those in our community on the worst days of their lives. And when they're at their worst, we have to be at our best. Now you will actually start doing things. Now you will have a direct impact on the community and those that we serve. In my opinion, your career begins today. There is no red carpet in the stations, and if there is, you should be vacuuming it. There's just hard work in the stations. Your career is up to you, and you're up to the task. One piece of advice, my first lieutenant, Lieutenant McKenzie, a lot of you that know him, he told me my first day on the job, I was a young kid, 19 years old, and he told me, you know what, I want you to do one thing. A lot of lieutenants, when you go to stations, they have this big speech for you. They give you handouts and things they want you to learn, a list of expectations sometimes. My lieutenant told me one thing. He goes, know your job and responsibility of that job on and off duty. So I will leave you with that. Know your job, the responsibility on and off duty. You were never not a firefighter. You're never not a Madison firefighter, even when you're not wearing a uniform. And remember, always remember that you have the best job in the world. Remember the pride that you feel right now in front of your families wearing that Class I uniform. So welcome to the team. Welcome to the first day of the rest of your lives in the fire service. And I'll leave you one more bit of advice. You can build 1,000 houses and never be called a carpenter. But you screw up one time and you'll forever be remembered as a screw up. But don't take that lightly because we all screw up. We're all going to screw up at any given time. None of us are perfect, but you got to learn from it. A wise man once said that failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. A training captain from FDNY had this to say to his recruits, and I quote, "One day you will be old, you will be frail, and you will be slow. And someone will ask you what you did in your day. What did you do in your prime, when you were young, when you were strong, and when you were fast? And you will tell them you were a firefighter. And when the day is done and the page is turned, that will be enough. So I implore you to have your fellow firefighters back. They will have yours. Enjoy every minute, every position. It goes fast. I've been on the job 29 years, and it's flown by. There's nothing better, though, than being part of something that's bigger than yourself. So never let the pressure outweigh the pleasure. Be strong, be you, be safe, and enjoy. And always remember that Firefighters Local 311 and this Madison Fire Department has your back. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Division Chief Dan Williams, doing EMS training and logistics for the department, and it's my distinct honor to introduce you to the leader of this great organization, Fire Chief Chris Carbon.
Before I get to this, I wish everybody could appreciate the same perspective that I can. I feel like being up on stage and then being back on the other side, going back and forth, it's like watching a movie. And I get to see your faces, and I get to see their faces. This is a pretty awesome event, and this is a pretty awesome place to come together. We use the word family, and we mean it, but it's more than a word. It's the truth. And so this family, the kids that are up in the crowd, I hope nobody is anxious about that noise. That noise makes it even better. So thank you all again for being here. Thank you for what we're doing together. I also didn't want to let the cat out of the bag before the program moved along. Captain Olson, 35 years of service. The investment that was summarized by Training Officer Gassaway is just a snippet of what Captain Olson has done of late. And on top of that, 2 successive recruit academies. The amount of work, as we've all alluded to, that goes in for any of these training officers and all of them, but especially the coordinator in that captain role, is an immense amount of work. And to see somebody do this at any point in their careers, let alone in the segment literally to the day of retirement, is just beyond impressive. And I think it sets a bar for the rest of us to aspire to. So thank you, Captain Olson. One more round of applause. Well, thank you again. If you'll indulge, walk with me for a minute and imagine. Imagine a workplace that provides you with an instant family, as I just mentioned. Imagine a workplace that embraces you, believes in you, and helps you succeed. Imagine a workplace that laughs with you, leans into you, and will always be there for you. Imagine going home from work every day and knowing that you helped someone. Just let that sink in every single day. Imagine going to work and being able to trust and depend on those around you with your life. Imagine going to work and being trusted and depended upon by those around you with their lives. Imagine a workplace with a path ahead full of opportunity and personal growth. And imagine a future that brings you immediate, day one, immediate community trust, community belief, and community recognition. So welcome to the fire department. The list that I just mentioned is an immense abbreviation of all that is ahead of you and of all the things that make it so special. So at Class 63, as we always do, we've had several opportunities along the way to sit down and have conversations and chat about a lot of different topics. Yesterday was one of those routine opportunities as we approached the end of the academy. We covered a lot of ground, and there's not a lot more than I need to say to them, probably not a lot more they want to hear. But I would like to take the opportunity, perhaps, to reemphasize a few points, and I'll know you know what they mean. Well, all of these may not be in my own words. They are very important. And as you know, you're about to receive your badges. You're about to be sworn in. You're about to put on the blue shirts and to join the ranks of all the brothers and sisters of the Madison Fire Department. So please remember, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Have compassion for others and simply be kind. Just as President Schaaf mentioned, be kind in all that you do. Who you are is more important than what you do. Who you are is your character, and that's why we selected you to join this group. Character is an accumulation of your thoughts, your habits, and your priorities day in and day out. Those three things will determine the choices you make, and the choices you make are going to make who you are. It takes a certain amount of personal commitment to do the right thing, to do it the right way, and to do it at the right time and every time. The best way to find that success is to make those good choices, make those good decisions, and to treat people the right way. Don't forget to do the little things right so you can get the big things right. So I'd like to share with you an accidental outcome of an exercise that we did with the class about 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks into their EMT training out at Madison College, as one of those days when I came out to have a conversation. I asked them as a group to think about what they thought the best characteristics might be of a firefighter, or perhaps what it was that we were looking for in the Madison Fire Department. I gave them a piece of paper, literally torn in half from the printer paper in the hallway because I wasn't planning on doing this, and I asked them to write down what they thought, not about themselves, but what they thought would define success in this role. I asked them to leave their names off the piece of paper, have complete freedom, think about it. And they did it, they filled it out, I folded them up, I took them back, threw them on my desk, and I let them sit there. It was like one of those presents you didn't quite want to open just yet. As I was looking over some things to meet with them yesterday at the end of the academy, I pulled them out and I decided I'd go through them, and I wanted to digest what was going through their minds at that stage. So I thought I'd look back at those notes, and I want to share with you, as I did with them yesterday, a collection of what they said, anonymously, 18 plus weeks ago, before they knew very much about this department, this organization, or what we were perhaps looking for. So here's what they said. They were hoping for folks who are dedicated, compassionate, determined, open to learning. They wanted a team player, a relationship builder, respect for others, a relentless dedication through adversity. They're looking for a positive mindset, a good teammate, a hard worker, somebody who's caring, resilient, has integrity, a drive to succeed with grit, empathetic, kind, a refusal to leave anyone behind, and humble. It's a pretty good list, I think. This is a group that embodies those characteristics. I'm not sure they needed a lot of guidance in that regard. And that makes me incredibly happy and incredibly proud. We're in good hands with this class. Service and selflessness. Those are at the core of public service and certainly at the core of being a firefighter. Being humble is perhaps one of the primary beacons to achieve this call to serve. Well, again, not in my own words. I would like to sum it up by sharing that a person is humble when their actions outperform their image, and they put the needs of others above their own. Similarly, the difference between working for the public and serving the public is in the attitude, the performance, the culture, and the compassion in which we serve. So Class 63, I welcome you to the Madison Fire Department. I challenge you to live up to the great reputation that's been constructed by so many firefighters before you. The hard work and the dedication of many that you see in uniform in this room and that many have passed through here before is amazing. And I put you up to the challenge. So please give of yourself, share yourself, use all of your talents, all of your experiences, all of your personality. Give more than you take, and it's your turn to make this place better than you found it. Lastly, as I always do, and I repeat this at each academy because it means a lot to me, to the families, friends, and loved ones of Class 63 that are all here to join and celebrate with them today. For many of you, this is a big leap. It's exciting, I'm sure, maybe a little bit scary, and certainly presents a lot of unknowns. But I want you to know, from my heart to yours, they're in good hands. They're going to be well cared for. Our leadership team on this fire department cares about each individual. We care about your firefighters. We're invested in their success, and we're invested in their well-being. But it doesn't stop there. Local 311 is invested in these firefighters, their success, and their well-being. And it doesn't end there. The leadership in the city of Madison is invested in this fire department, these firefighters, their success, and their well-being. And we'll work hard every day to make sure that we do just that. So Class 63, congratulations. Welcome to the family.
All right, now I believe that the recruits leave the stage. Good to go.
The Academy's purpose and mission is to develop new members into becoming firefighters. And how we do that is we create a foundation. When the recruits arrive, they walk through a door not knowing what's on the other side of that door. They know they've been hired by the Madison Fire Department, but I don't think they really understand the context of what it is to become a firefighter. The challenges that they're going to encounter, how to perform under stress, how to perform when you're tired, how to perform even when you're hungry. We develop these recruits into becoming a firefighter through some prescribed stressful situations. And we will push them to a limit to where they may not believe they could have done this before. But that's the purpose of our academy. Provide stressful scenarios so that they know when they hit the streets, they will be able to perform to the best of their abilities. They will always be able to go back on this experience as a team, not as an individual. Because that's what firefighting is. That's what being a member of the Madison Fire Department is, being a part of a team. You don't do things by yourself, you do it as a team. And so us as an instructor cadre, we really try and foster that and endorse that and develop that into that team concept. Upon graduation, you're gonna see a member that is stronger mentally, physically, academically, as well as a person who has developed their firefighting skills. When they go on those calls, the community is going to see that. They're going to know that they are ready to serve the community to the highest level possible.
Bring that thunder early. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 63.
well. All be proud of yourselves. Class 63 on 3. 1, 2, 3. 63!
Face me.
So we need to give a special shout out to apparatus engineer Dan Smith for spending countless hours with us throughout the academy, taking video, taking pictures, and capturing just a glimpse of what these soon-to-be Madison firefighters did during their 8 weeks of training with us. A lot of fun, a lot of hard work, a lot of probably Motrin, Tylenol at night. But we also just wanted to show just a little bit of, again, what they've done. Some of the references to the Oscar Mayer, they're very well familiar with the old Oscar Mayer building, probably more familiar than what they really wanted to be familiar with. They happened to have climbed the 8 flights of stairs multiple times, some for fun, some for more encouragement. But once they reached that top, that was their last day of smoke divers. That was a culmination of a week long of skills, challenges that they all overcame. And their goal was to get a 2.5-inch hose line up 8 flights of stairs charged, on air, every single one of them. And they all accomplished that. And if they, and if by chance they lost contact with that nozzle, they had to go back down to the beginning and start over. If they went on vibro alert, meaning their air is low, they went back downstairs, they had to do some exercises, and then they got right back in the game. I think we started them around 8 o'clock in the morning, and by 1:30-ish, Sam Mickelson was the first one up, followed by the rest of the cadre, or excuse me, the rest of the academy. So congratulations on smoke divers. The one where you see the pool of waters, that's called the swamp drill, probably one of their most memorable moments. So, again, just a glimpse of what they went through. I'd like to be able to share with you, the next is the Ronnie Schmelzer Award. It is presented in fond memory and respectful memory of Division Chief Ron Schmelzer, who faithfully served the Madison Fire Department for 27 years. From 1966 to 1993, I had the distinct pleasure of working with Chief Schmelzer for many years from the Madison Fire Department, but also instructing with MATC. Learning from his leadership, his integrity, his unwavering commitment to this department, his influence continues to shape us today. This award is chosen by the members of Recruit Class 63. It's bestowed upon the individual who best exemplifies the qualities of Chief Schmelzer: embodied integrity, honor, passion, pride, and the steadfast dedication to put their classmates before themselves, just like Chief Schmelzer would do. It is my proud honor to announce the recipient of Class 63 Ron Schmelzer Award to Trevor Regali.
Good evening. I'd first like to thank all the family and friends of Class 63 for attending tonight's graduation. Whether in person, online, or throughout the last 22 weeks, your continued support for each graduate was key to our success. Although I did not know Chief Schmelzer personally, the people who did talked about his characters and traits and how those made him such a great firefighter, coworker, leader, and even better person. It is a true honor to have been voted by my peers in receiving this honor. I could make an argument for each member of Class 63 and why I believe they deserve this award. I am now and will forever be humble and grateful for being a part of Class 63 in the Madison Fire Department. Thank you.
Congratulations, Recruit Regali. No graduating class is complete without the recognition of its valedictorian. It is my great honor to acknowledge the outstanding achievements and exemplary dedication of Class 63 valedictorian, Recruit Regali.
Thank you. First, Class 63 would like to thank Captain Olson for his leadership throughout the last 22 weeks. Captain Olson is someone who displays integrity, attention to detail, knowledge, skills, experience, and ability to influence and motivate individuals and teams to be their very best. We would also like to thank the fire and EMS training cadre for their effort, time, and ability to pass down their knowledge and skills to the rest of Class 63. We truly had an opportunity to learn from the best of the best. We would also like to thank the instructors from Madison College, many who work for Madison Fire. We would like to thank Chief Carbon and the rest of his leadership team for being present throughout the Recruit Academy. Thank you again to each member of Class 63, the family and the friends who supported us for the last 22 weeks. We'd also like to thank True Stage for hosting tonight's event. There is no question in my mind that the members of Class 63 will represent the Madison Fire Department and serve the Madison community with respect, integrity, caring, compassion, and honesty. Thank you.
Congratulations, Recruit Regali. It is a time-honored tradition in the fire service to have your badge pinned by someone who played a meaningful role in your life and in your journey to this moment. At this time, I would like to invite all those who will be pinning badges to please come forward and to meet with Training Officer Perillo and Training Officer Gassaway near the stairs to my right. Family and friends, please feel welcome to come forward and capture photographs as the recruits receive their badges.
Good evening. Mike and I have the honor of introducing all the recruits and the individuals who get the honor of placing the badge on them. So we'll get started here shortly. All right, first up we have recruit Luis Aparicio. Recruit Aparicio will be pinned by America Saley. Recruit Aparicio immigrated to Madison 5 years ago and is grateful for the opportunities that the community and the sense of belonging of the city has given him. So much so that he now feels a responsibility and an honor to give it back. Oh, and Recruit Aparicio will be reporting to Station 1B.
All right, next up is recruit Rudy Barlow III. Recruit Rudy Barlow III will be pinned by his wife, Alicia Haynes Barlow, and their 4 children, Rudy Barlow IV, Adrian, Roselle, and Aaliyah Barlow. Recruit Barlow's aspiration to join the Madison Fire Department was shaped by watching its firefighters uphold a standard of service that extends far beyond the uniform. Recruit Barlow's role models are not limited to one individual, but rather the many teachers and coaches who demonstrated selfless compassion and helped guide him along the way. Recruit Barlow will be reporting to Station 5 on the B shift. Recruit Dante Booker.
Recruit Booker will be pinned by his mother, Nicole Hartman. Recruit Booker's aspiration to become a Madison firefighter began while attending an MFD graduation ceremony, where his interactions with department members he knew and the cultures he witnessed within the Madison Fire Department left a lasting impression. Recruit Booker identifies his grandfather as his role model. His grandfather's leadership, work ethic, and determination played a significant role in shaping him into the person he is today. And Recruit Booker will be reporting to Station 6 on the A shift.
Next up is Recruit Anthony Cruz. Recruit Anthony Cruz will be pinned by Gennaro Cruz. Recruit Cruz's inspiration to join the Madison Fire Department comes from his desire to give back to the community that raised him. Recruit Cruz identifies his parents as his role models, noting their strength in overcoming significant obstacles after immigrating to this country. Recruit Cruz will be reporting to Station 1 on the C shift.
Next up, we have Recruit Malachi Curry. Recruit Curry will be pinned by his mother, J.L. Curry, accompanied by his grandpa, Riam Curry, grandma, Gina Curry, his wife, Taya Dean, and his sister, Zoe McGee. Recruit Curry was inspired to join the Madison Fire Department through his deep connection to the city, where he was born and raised, and by the lasting impact MFD firefighters made on him. Recruit Curry identifies his mother as his role model, describing her as a strong and steady influence for him and his sisters. Recruit Curry will be reporting to Station 3 on the B shift.
Next up is Recruit Kyle Dahman. Recruit Kyle Dahman will be pinned by his father, Kevin Dahman. Recruit Dahman was drawn to the Madison Fire Department through his long-standing connection to this city and the professionalism he witnessed while working alongside MFD crews during his time in the suburbs. Recruit Dahman identifies his father as his role model, inspired by his strong work ethic. Recruit Dahman will be reporting to Station 8 on the C shift.
Isabel Fernandez. Recruit Fernandez will be pinned by her mother, Rose, and her father, Javier Fernandez. Recruit Fernandez was inspired to join the Madison Fire Department after recognizing that the excitement, purpose, and teamwork she experienced throughout her life, engaging with MFD members during community events, were exactly what she had been missing. She identifies both of her parents as her role models, noting their careers in emergency and healthcare fields. And Recruit Fernandez will be reporting to Station 2 on the A shift.
Next up is Aaron Funseth. Recruit Funseth will be pinned by his wife, Abby, and children Aurora, Avon, and August Funseth. Recruit Funseth's drive to become a firefighter began at a young age and is rooted in a proud 5-generation fire service family tradition. Recruit Funseth identifies his parents and his grandparents as his role models. Recruit Funseth will be reporting to Station 2 on the B shift.
Ava Jambor. Recruit Jambor will be pinned by her grandpa, Tim Makel, and her mother, Amy Jambor. Recruit Jambor was inspired to pursue firefighting after a chance conversation with a former Madison firefighter, whose encouragement prompted her to explore a career aligned with her values of teamwork, empathy, loyalty, and service. She identifies her grandfather as her role model, crediting him with teaching her kindness, patience, and grit. Recruit Jambor will be reporting to Station 3 on the A shift.
Jace Johnson. Recruit Johnson will be pinned by his father, Mike Johnson. Although Recruit Johnson had limited personal exposure to firefighting or EMS, the few emergencies he witnessed left a long-lasting impression, particularly the professionalism, composure, and compassion shown by responding crews. Recruit Johnson identifies his older brother as his role model. Recruit Johnson will be reporting to Station 2 on the C shift.
Ashley Castern. Recruit Castern will be pinned by her husband, Ben, and their son, Will. Recruit Castern was inspired to join the Madison Fire Department after seeing how intentionally the department cultivates its values, supports employee success, and invests in continuous growth and training. Recruit Castern's role model is her mother, a nurse who taught her the importance for caring for others. And Recruit Castern will be reporting to Station 4 on the A shift.
Joseph Keel. Recruit Keel will be pinned by his wife, Abigail. Recruit Keel was drawn to the Madison Fire Department by a desire to find meaningful fulfillment through service and teamwork. He seeks a career where his efforts directly support others and contribute to the well-being of the community. Recruit Keel will be reporting to Station 7 on the C shift.
Corbin Luling. Recruit Luling will be pinned by his father, MFD Fire Lieutenant Robert Luling. Recruit Luling's inspiration to join the Madison Fire Department with a father who served much of his career at stations 11, 5, and 7. He was deeply influenced by the camaraderie, professionalism, and discipline. He identifies his father as his role model, embodying the qualities of a good man and a dedicated parent. Corbin will be reporting to Station 14 on the A shift.
Jalen McIntyre. Recruit Jalen McIntyre will be pinned by his father, Madison firefighter Troy McIntyre. Raised by a firefighter who instilled in him perspective, compassion, and a commitment to helping others, he believed MFD was the way to give back. He identifies his father as his role model. Recruit McIntyre will be reporting to Station 8 on the A shift.
Samantha Mickelson. Recruit Mickelson will be pinned by her father, Kurt Mickelson, and joined on stage by Terry Mickelson. She was drawn to the Madison Fire Department for its reputation as one of the best in Wisconsin, known for exceptional training and highly motivated personnel. Her EMT and Fire Academy training at Madison College, taught by passionate and current former MFD members, confirmed that the Madison Fire Department was where she wanted to build a long-term career. She identifies her grandmother as her role model. Recruit Mickelson will be reporting to Station 12 on the C shift.
Trevor Regali. Recruit Regali will be pinned by his father, A.J. Regali, accompanied by his mother, Lisa Marin. Recruit Regali was inspired to join the Madison Fire Department through years of working alongside its members and witnessing their teamwork, camaraderie, and unwavering respect for partner agencies. Recruit Regali identifies his parents as his role models, carries the lessons to never give up. Recruit Regali will be reporting to Station 13 on the B shift.
Reese Rick. Recruit Rick will be pinned by his father, Gerald Rick. Recruit Rick was inspired to join the Madison Fire Department after growing up with a father who served as a volunteer firefighter. Throughout his training at Madison College, he was influenced by MFD members who demonstrated professionalism, passion, and a commitment to excellence. Recruit Rick identifies his father as his role model, someone who taught him how to balance hard work while enjoying life. Recruit Rick's going to be reporting to Station 1 on the A shift.
Cole Rickey. Recruit Rickey will be pinned by his mother, Julie Zymet, accompanied by his father, Craig Rickey. Recruit Rickey was drawn to the Madison Fire Department because it aligns with the parts of his current work he values the most: patient care, teamwork, and continuous learning. Recruit Rickey identifies his former football coach as the person who taught him the importance of teamwork and accountability. Recruit Rickey will be reporting to Station 4 on the B shift.
Jacob Roach. Recruit Roach will be pinned by his father, John Roach. Recruit Roach began his fire service as a volunteer firefighter in his hometown, where he discovered a strong sense of community and the fulfillment of helping neighbors in need. Inspired by the way Madison Fire Department members treat others and committed to meeting the high standards of the organization, he knew MFD was the place. Recruit Roach identified his role model as his father, who always worked hard on this farm but made time to prioritize and support his family. And Recruit Roach will be reporting to Station 9 on the B shift.
Sawyer Shikoski. Recruit Shikoski will be pinned by his father, Jason Shikoski. Recruit Shikoski was inspired to join the City of Madison Fire Department through a combination of personal experience and admiration for the department's impact on the community. He was further drawn to the Madison's high-level medical resources, strong culture of education, and the department's commitment to advancing care and supporting professional growth. Recruit Shikoski identifies his father, a firefighter paramedic, as his role model and a constant source of inspiration. Recruit Shikoski will be reporting to 8B.
Benjamin Street. Recruit Street will be pinned by his wife, Jessica, daughter Scotty, and son Decker Street. Recruit Street was inspired to pursue a career with the Madison Fire Department after a ride-along with the former UW-Madison teammate, now a firefighter paramedic, where he witnessed the professionalism, teamwork, and meaningful impact of the job firsthand. Recruit Street identifies his father as his role model, admiring his consistent family-first mindset. Recruit Street will be reporting to Station 7 on the B shift.
I'd like to now introduce President Mary Schaaf, Police and Fire Commission.
We're just going to deconstruct this a little bit so it goes smoother. There we go. Would you please stand? Raise your right hand. I state your name. Promise to be thoughtful, honest, compassionate, and trustworthy. When performing the duties of a City of Madison firefighter. As a City of Madison firefighter, I will demonstrate a high level of personal integrity. I promise to be courteous to my coworkers and respect them for who they are. I recognize and accept my role and responsibility in maintaining the outstanding reputation of this great organization. I promise to support the Constitution and laws of the United States and the state of Wisconsin, the Charter of the City of Madison, and the rules and regulations of the City of Madison Fire Department. Congratulations.
That was incredible. And now, Class 63 has a gift of some sort they would like to present the training staff.
They already did. Chief, it's all you.
Class 63, thank you for the thoughtful gift. We have one final assignment for you guys. I'm going to invite you up to the blue hose. That's an order. Training staff up to the red hose. The red hose here symbolizes the red t-shirt that you received on your first day, the sweaty, dirty red shirt that I'm sure you've washed 100 times. It also represents the guidance and the support that the training cadre has given you. The blue hose is a symbol of the color of the uniform that you will now wear as a commissioned firefighter for the City of Madison. Uncoupling these two hoses signifies the formal release of the recruits from the academy and into the stations and the field. When you are ready, uncouple the hose. You gonna do it?
Congratulations, Class 63. You are now officially released to the field.